just going to say a few things and get out of the way. But God came down and out of my own mouth He prophesied to me because He said, because of my obedience, He was going to give me more than I had ever asked for. He was going to give it to me abundantly. And it just kept coming out. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is in the Bible. Lord, I hope this is in the Bible. You know, I mean, I really was. I mean, you know, because it was just, I could not stop him. I tried to reel it in, and the more I tried to reel it in, the more it went. I went fishing for God. Let me tell you something. And I'm still fishing for God. Hey, let me do all this other stuff. I told you about my eyes and my throat and all of this stuff. Well, because my husband had to be off so much, they let him go from his job. And so we said, he said, well, what gonna do? I said, trust God.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. That's it.
And he started talking about the scriptures and how God says He'll take care of His own.
That's right.
Yeah. How are we going to do it? That's up to God.
That's right.
Because He is my shepherd. And He said, I'll take you by the water. I'll give you a meadow that you can lay down in and get refreshed. Woo! Let me tell you, church, I'm on a high.
Come on.
It's a Holy Ghost high. Why? Because I am going somewhere. And it ain't in this house, it ain't in this world. I'm on my way to heaven, and I can't wait till I get there, and I want to take as many people with me as I can. Oh, but I can't drag you.
That's right. All right. You gotta be willing to go.
You gotta be willing. You gotta want to. You gotta have a burning desire to get to know God, to become His prize. Oh yes. And you know, He told me to tell you. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff He told me to tell you. He told me to tell you that you can have a temporary fix. You can come today, you can get prayed for, you can walk out of here, and you have a temporary fix. If you don't believe what He says He's doing, He already does.
That's right. That's right.
You know, when He says, I'll bring your enemies out. I'll make them stand right up in front of you.
Yes, He will.
You'll make them your footstool. Jesus.
He will.
Can I tell you that if you don't believe it, it won't happen.
That's right.
I got kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. Some of them are serving God. Some of them are running so hard. Oh, my Lord. But let me tell you something. My daughter-in-law, right here. It might have been Lindsay. I don't know. One of my daughter-in-laws, I have three. They told me one time, they said, would you quit praying for him? I said, no. She said, I know when you're praying for him, because things seem to get worse. And I said, that's because God's dealing with you. When God starts dealing with you, you're not going to sit back and get your feet up and be okay. There's going to be a stirring. And, you know, I pray for them, and let me tell you, sometimes I think, my Lord, if you don't bring them down, they're going to kill themselves. You know, because they're just going nuts.
Yeah.
But the world that we live in, it's
It
crazy.
is crazy.
But you know, we have a responsibility
Yes.
to tell people
Yes, we do.
there is another way.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We have that responsibility.
Yeah.
And I told someone I'm responsible to point you in the right direction.
Yes.
But I'm not responsible if you make the wrong choice.
Yes.
Everything that goes on in our lives, most of it we bring on ourselves because of the choices that we've made. As the children of Israel are thrust out of Egypt, Pharaoh decided that he had made a mistake. When we make a mistake, you know, God, He's right there to forgive.
Yes.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times He's had to pick me up, dust me off, set me back upright, and say, listen, you need to straighten up.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Lord.
We do, church.
Yes.
The world doesn't have anybody to tell them about Jesus except the church.
Come on.
That's
Come
right.
on. Come on.
You're the church,
Yes.
not the building.
That's right.
It's you.
That's right.
If we don't live a holy life,
Yes.
there's a song that we used to sing when I was a kid. It says, live a holy life, shun the wrong, and do the right.
Yes.
And the Lord will make a way for you. We have to do those things. And if we don't live the right kind of life in front of them, then we go trying to tell them they need to go to church and they need to do this, they look at you and say, why? Why? Look how you act.
That's right.
My goodness, we call ourselves Christians. That means we're Christ-like. We're supposed to be like Him, and do like Him. And even when we make a mistake, we need to get ourselves back on track and do it in a real big hurry, and say, okay, I'm ready to go. You don't know when your time is.
That's right. Only God knows. That's
Only
right.
He does.
That's right.
And then my daughter-in-law is sitting right here. On December the 8th, when I had surgery, which was like a Thursday, I think, or a Friday, the Sunday before, we come in from church. And trying to get lunch together, 4 little kids, and trying to get everything done so we can get around to get back to church. And she got a phone call, and it was her mother. Now, she had talked to her earlier and said, her dad had a cough and didn't seem to be feeling well. We were doing something, and the phone was ringing, and I said, that's your mom's number. She went to answer it, and then she called back. Her dad had went in to lay down because he wasn't feeling well. He had a cough, cold type thing. He went in to lay down. Her mom went in to get him up. He never woke up. Never woke up. But there's one thing. She'll see him again because he was on the right track. He knew where his destination was.
All right.
Do you know where yours is at? Man, I'm telling you, I could stay up here for probably forever talking to you about the Lord and the goodness that He has done. But we got to be ready to go because we don't know when our time is. We got to have our life cleaned up. And we got to have things straightened out. There's been many times, I know with each and every one of us, that it seems like all hell has broken loose against each and every one of us. It seems like everything that can come against you is coming. all at one time. It ain't a little here and you work through that, and then you start working through something else. Can I tell you, the devil wants to keep you so busy and occupied with him that you can't put your mind on what God's got for you, what the glory of the Lord has. You know, we've all been in that thing, but I came to tell you today that God told me to tell you things aren't always as they seem, Pastor. You know, it ain't as it seems. Things can look awful bad for you, but it's not like that. Why? Because God's got the final say-so, and He already knows which way you're going to go. And He told me to tell you that there's more than meets the eye. When you're looking at things and it looks one way to you, that's not how it looks to God. God says, I don't look the way you look. I don't think the way you think. I don't talk the way you talk. I've got a different way of looking at things. But I want to tell you today that God says that He is the breaker of all bonds. And He told me to tell you that when it looks that way, it's just a setup.
Come on.
It's just a setup. He wants you to know that what you like, the worst circumstances in your life, the worst things that are going on, and you don't know which way to turn, and you're facing everything, and you're just feels like your life is being choked out of you. Can I tell you that the glory of God is already surrounding you?
Yes. Amen.
Amen. Amen. It's already surrounding you. Hey, listen, look at all the stuff that came at Job, but it could nothing come until God removed the hedge.
That's right. That's right.
As long as He got that hedge around us, ain't nothing the devil can do. We can stand our ground. I mean, it would have been so easy today to say, oh God, I have hurt him so bad. I'm just going to call Brother Willie and let him know. I'm sure he can preach. Brother Chris can preach. Somebody can carry the word. And as I'm laying there and shaking, you know, because of the pain and stuff, I heard God's voice that said, there's only a setup.
Hey!
Come on now.
Hey!
Bring that word. Yes.
It's only a setup. The devil was trying to put me in a trap.
Come on. Come
But
on.
what he didn't know was the trap was for him. It was for him.
Come on.
It wasn't for me. And it ain't for
Thank you,
you.
Lord.
It's for the devil himself.
Yes.
And
Yes, Lord.
but let me tell you today,
Praise.
I heard y'all praising earlier. So I know there's some praisers in there.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
But I'm going to tell you, you can't just do it when you're at church.
All
Come
right.
on now.
Amen.
You got to pray.
All the
All the
time.
time. What, Brother Chris Reed? His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make a boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us exalt His name together. I want to, every time I hear that, I want to say forever. Say it together. Forever. Because we want to praise Him forever. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. He didn't call you out on the water to let you drown. And He didn't bring you out of bondage and slavery of Egypt, which is Satan's kingdom, to let Him devour you. And I came to tell you today and that help is on the way.
Yes.
I came to tell you, it's closer than
Yes.
you think. God said for me to tell you, He had heard your cry. He has seen your tears, and help is on the way. There is a miracle in the making. In our text, the children of Israel found themselves in a predicament, a bad situation, a trap. But I know we're faith people. And let us just be honest about it. We all have found ourselves in a bad situation that we couldn't get ourselves out of. Sometimes we are there because of our own foolishness. We are. Our own foolishness that gets us in the situation. But that we don't want to take the responsibility. We want to blame God. Why did I give you, God, why'd you let this happen to me? I've been going to church, I've been paying my tithes, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. You ain't doing anything but what's required.
That's right.
Yeah, what's required?
Thank you, Lord.
That's the requirement.
Yeah.
If you do that, God will bless you. But He said He would.
Yeah.
He said He would. And God is a God that cannot and will not ever lie.
No.
He will always tell you the truth.
Yes, He will.
We know what it feels like to be caught somewhere in something with no escape. Somebody, I'm going to talk to you for just a minute. You're in that place right now. You're in a predicament. And you don't know how to get out of it.
My Lord. Say that.
And you've been crying, been praying, and you keep asking God, when?
Jesus.
God said to tell you, He's setting the trap.
All right now.
He has been watching.
Amen.
God watches our enemy.
Yes, He does.
He watches Satan. He knows what he's doing to you. And He takes it personal.
Yes, He
Yes,
does.
amen.
Because you are His.
Amen.
So whenever the devil comes at you, it makes God mad.
Come on, come on now.
Because you belong to Him. You do not belong to the enemy. If you're a child of God, you belong to the Lord. And I'm telling you that you need to